Good morning. I am Christina Judd, Director of the Public Relations for the Salt Lake City Police Department. Thank you for being here today. Pursuant to the Mayor's executive order signed October 17th, 2017, we will be making public body-worn camera footage. In a few moments, Captain Farias will do a brief walkthrough of the officer-involved critical incident that occurred on Wednesday, September 5th on Rio Grande. As a reminder, this is an open and active investigation by West Valley Police Department per the OICI protocol. Just some ground rules. Captain Farias will not be available for questions after. All of the facts that we have at this time will be presented to you during this briefing. All comments are on the record and attributable to Captain Farias. Please silence your ringers on your electronic devices at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Farias.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. I am Captain Ty Farias. That is T-Y-F-A-R-I-L-L-A-S. I am the Division Commander for the Pioneer Patrol Division for the Salt Lake City Police Department. The Pioneer Patrol Division is one of the two patrol divisions for the Salt Lake City Police Department under the Operations Bureau. Within the division, we house patrol officers and the Field Training Officer Program. I am here to provide an update on the officer-involved critical incident that occurred on Wednesday, September 5th. In this incident, officers were dispatched to a trespassing call at a hotel. To date, this year, we have had 9,451 calls of trespassing, most resolved through asking them to leave or a citation. This incident is Salt Lake City Police Department's second OICI for 2018 and the first non-fatal. At this time last year, we had 2 OICIs. We would like to make it known that in an abundance of caution, the Salt Lake City Police Department invoked the officer-involved critical incident for this incident. However, no rounds from an officer caused harm or injury to the suspect. These are the facts as we know them today. At 3:47, dispatch received a call from the hotel asking for assistance for trespassers in a room. Here's the dispatch call.
Dispatch. Transferring. This is help you?
Yes. This is my the home and suite at 423 West, 400 South. I'm calling to see about getting some police out to our property. I got some unruly guests.
Okay. Are they inside the hotel?
Yes, inside their room, not coming out.
Okay. What room number, hon?
528.
Okay. Your first name is the house. Sorry about that. And
Nope,
is it Ben? The last name? Okay. And the phone number that you're on?
87. I'm trying to think of the main line or something.
Alrighty, and that's room 5. How many in room 528?
Well, we have 2 registered, but I think there's more in there than just supposed to be.
Are you the manager, hon?
I am.
Okay. All right, we will come and see you. And call us back if anything changes or if they leave on their own.
Yeah, will do.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Officers were dispatched at 3:51 and arrived at 3:59 and spoke to the hotel manager. This incident took place at Homewood Suites at 423 West and 300 South. Responding officers went to room 528 with hotel management. They knocked, their knock was answered, and they all entered to talk to the 4 individuals inside. After obtaining identification from the individuals, they left the premises voluntarily without incident. While running the names of the 4 individuals in order to write their police reports, officers discovered that one of the individuals had an active warrant. The suspect was identified as Michael Zan, 35. Zan His criminal history includes multiple convictions for possession of a weapon by a restricted person and domestic violence, as well as forgery, theft, fraud, and aggravated assault with a weapon. At the time of this call, Zahn had an active felony parole fugitive warrant for a weapons violation. To date, this year, the Salt Lake City Police Department has arrested 3,087 people with one or more warrants. At approximately 4:17, officers located Zahn across the street from the hotel and attempted to take him into custody. Zahn immediately fled southbound, and officers initiated a foot pursuit. Zahn ran south along 400 West to the alleyway at approximately 3:30 South. Zahn then ran west until reaching the alley that led to the building at 333 South Rio Grande Street. The pursuit lasted about 1 minute and ended when Zahn went over a fence. Before he entered the building, an officer observed Zahn holding a gun. At 4:19, there was a loud bang followed by a gunshot from the suspect. One officer fired his weapon twice. Already released surveillance video shows that Zahn punched the door, then shot the glass door and dove through it, entering an occupied office building at 333 South Rio Grande Street. You will now see the body-worn camera footage from the initial officer.
Huh?
But I got a ticket already.
Got one leg down, 400 West, 300 South, 1 Mountain. Black shorts, gray t-shirt, white shoes, tattooed on the back of his head. Southbound, 300 West, going west through the park. Back onto 300 West. Blake, stop now! Northbound, got through the fence. He's in the courtyard between 300 South 400 West. Hey! Stop right there! He's got a gun! Shots fired. He's got a gun. He ran into the building. Ergo, Babby, 329 South, Rio Grande. Needs containment on this whole building. He shot through the glass.
What did you wear?
329 South, Rio Grande. You cover there, I'll cover over here.
Officers immediately set up on-scene containment. Medical and SWAT arrived, and employees from the building self-evacuated and were interviewed as witnesses. 20 minutes later, at 4:38, officers entered the building in an attempt to locate Zahn, and at 4:43, officers in the building located Zahn. The team entered the room at 4:45, discovered Zahn deceased from what appeared to be a fatal self-inflicted gunshot wound. This determination was later supported by the preliminary finding of the Utah Medical Examiner's Office, who conducted the autopsy. One officer discharged his weapon twice, and it was determined that rounds did not hit the suspect or cause harm or injury to anyone else. We want to remind you that this is an active and open investigation being conducted by the West Valley City Police Department and the District Attorney's Office. Our own Internal Affairs Unit and the city's Civilian Review Board will also conduct parallel, separate investigations. Again, these are the facts as we know them today. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Please, if you have not done so yet, make sure that you send a grammar request through the portal for the body-worn camera footage. It's ready to be sent to you. Our grandma coordinator will make this available to you as soon as the requests come in. I would also like to remind you that all other evidence involved in this case is restricted. Additionally, it is the practice of Salt Lake City Police Department to not release death images out of respect to the deceased and their families. This concludes our briefing. Thank you.